Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day.
BoxingVoice.com. All the guys want, I want what Mayweather got. I want what Mayweather got. You done bust your ass like Mayweather. I was trying to fight every fighter. I sacrificed a lot
Dollar DVLC Productions
to get to where I got to.
What do you bring to the table?
Let's get this on. Let's do it.
Well, it's like this. Wait.
All right, that's it. Hold on. Bernard, everybody calm down.
Man, you know how these bitches is in the sport. Total disrespect. Kid has no class, no style at all. I sacrificed a lot.
BoxingVoice.com.
To get to where I got to.
BoxingVoice.com.
What up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nesta Gibbs, Solo Dolo, Scarface, no Manolo. It's okay. Danny's on his way to Detroit for the big fight with Alycia Baumgardner as she takes center stage in Detroit for revenge, taking on my brethren, de lo mío, Christina. Her last name ain't Dominican, man. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where she get that last name from, but it's Leonardo. And we're going to also be doing previews and predictions for that fight and the entire card, as well as Frank Martin and his entire card. He's going to be taking on Artem Harutyunyan or something like that. Let's see what my man Jeffrey says on the pronunciation when we get to that. But if you're watching this, here's your, reminder to hit that thumbs up button. It's going to help with the visibility of the show. It's going to put this episode in the eyes of other boxing fans out there that don't know about TVB and, want to talk boxing on a daily basis, need a community that is thriving, that's here every single day. I'm helping you guys get through your work week, your work day. Remember, the show only goes as long as its callers, The number to call, 1-425-569-5241. We're also on Twitter Spaces and Discord for those that, want to rock and roll. We like to cover all the sports, so we'll get right into it. We're going to talk about the biggest fight this weekend. It's arguable if that is Alycia Baumgardner defending her undisputed titles, or is it the red-hot contender, Frank Martin, the protege of Errol Spence Jr., right? So, respectfully, I think that Bumgarner, obviously, with the belts, is the biggest fight of the weekend. So we'll start there in Detroit, live on DAZN. As part of your subscription, Alycia Baumgardner will not only defend, but attempt to get revenge on Leonardo, who was the one and only defeat on her record. I listened to a few of her interviews, and she's like, we handpicked Christina. And, in some circumstances, handpicking your opponent could be frowned upon, but when you're handpicking your opponent to avenge a loss, you could only respect what it is that Alycia Baumgardner is doing. This is a hometown fight, and she's choosing to make it one of her toughest fights ever because this is the person that beat her. So anything can happen, We could be here Sunday morning talking about how, damn, Leonardo just got Bumgarner's number, Wilder didn't think he would lose. And then again, right? So, yeah, Bumgarner has whatever reasons in her mind why she lost the first fight and think that now it will be different, but we got to see how that plays out. We have to see how that plays out. I'm sure Christina will probably come in as a big underdog, but mentally, she knows she's the only woman to have beat Bumgarner before the hype. So it's going to be a very interesting fight. Then this card is, strengthened by the Olympian to have beaten Keyshawn Davis a few times, Andy Cruz. I mean, jumping up in class tremendously. Now, this is something that I am going to be tuned in for and very excited for, right? Because, Keyshawn Davis fought Juan Carlos Burgos 2 fights ago. After Burgos, he fought Yigit. And I was excited when he fought Juan Carlos Burgos. Andy's debuting. Like, he's debuting with Burgos, bro. Like, that's huge, all right? I don't want you casuals, you little infants that don't know this sport. Excuse me. To somehow gloss over that, somehow downplay that, somehow not give that man full credit. This is a huge jump. Let me tell you something. Vasyl Lomachenko didn't fight a name on his first fight. That dude that he fought to get ranked, nobody knew him. Like, we legit didn't know him. Like, this is some fucking ballsy shit right here. Now, I get it. A lot of people are going to say, well, Burgos ain't that good. He's past his prime, yada, yada, yada. My man, this dude never fought a professional fight. He never been 10. Like, this is a huge step up. Remember, I'm the dude that picked Orlando Salido in Loma's second fight to beat him, and he did. This is huge. This is a huge step up. I don't care what you may think of Burgos. Burgos is world class. He is a veteran. He's been rounds. He couldn't get stopped by Keyshawn, right? Keyshawn didn't stop him. We wanted him to be the first dude to stop him, and that didn't happen. So I don't know, man. This is huge. And make no mistake, Andy might turn around and stop him. Again, Burgos is at the back half of his career. He's been doing this for years. He's been in there with some great names. He's lost 7 times and he's never been stopped. I don't even know if this dude has hit the ground, This dude fought Devin Haney, went 10 rounds. This dude fought Hector Tananana, put Hector down. This dude fought TMT Xavier Martinez, went 10 rounds. Sterling Castillo went 10 rounds. Keyshawn Davis, 8 rounds. Like, this dude went 12 with Mikey Garcia. This is a world-class veteran right here. Now, he's 35 with 309 rounds boxed. So, he's been... people have been cracking at this mountain for a long time. Andy might go in there and get this guy out of there just because it's 309 rounds boxed on the high level. Eventually, that arm was going to get a chip in it. That chip becomes a crack. That crack, things fall off. This dude went 10 with Angel Fierro and got a draw. Angel Fierro is 19-1-1, and got to win the other day. You know what I'm saying? So this is a big step up. And he recently went 10 rounds draw with Angel Fierro in 2022 of March. So I like this. I see in the chat Conyer saying the Dan Rayfield is saying that this guy's not entertaining because he watched him as an amateur. Look, that's the amateurs. We'll see what happens. He's training with Bozy. He's hanging with Jaron. I don't know if y'all seen the boxing viral video of Andy speaking Spanglish, talking about where my bishi's at, I think he's okay. I think that whatever was won't be. Like, look at Ryan. Ryan looks different already under the tutelage of Derrick James. They've literally slowed him down. And if you don't know, that's because you're not following us on Instagram, where we did talk about it and post it at The Boxing Voice on Instagram. Yeah, I mean, earned luck. I did pick it, so it ain't bragging. I mean, it's just telling the truth. It's telling the truth. But, that's a huge step up, man. Huge step up. Shout out to Andy Cruz. I'm going to be locked and loaded. I mean, a 10-rounder in your first fight. Oof. I'm tuned in. Shout out to DAZN for having that, because it makes it nice and easy and affordable. Then on the undercard of that, you got Jermaine Franklin coming back. That's actually crazy, to have Bumgarner in an undisputed fight, Olympian gold medalist Andy Cruz in an amazing debut in a 10-rounder with Juan Carlos Burgos. Then you got Jermaine Franklin taking on Isaac Munoz. Now, I don't know Isaac Munoz, but at least you get the name value. Think about that Tank fight with Garcia. Everybody was in one-sided fights other than Tank, right? But it was name value. You had Bouts versus Karen. You had Demetrius versus Nicholson. You had names, all names. And this is kind of names. Not on that level, but this is names, right? You got Bumgarner. You got Andy. Well, for the main and co-main, you got 4 names. Let's be real. You got Bumgarner, Christina Linardatou. Then you got Andy Cruz, and you got Juan Carlos. Then you got Jermaine Franklin on the A side. Next fight, you got Jericho O'Quinn and Carlos Mojica. Now, I don't know how many people know Jericho. Jericho's been on Showbox a couple times. So to me, that's name value, but I don't know that other people know him, right? So we'll see. He's going to be fighting a Venezuelan that lives in Las Vegas, of all places. And Jericho O'Quinn will be taking on Carlos Mojica. So, again, that's decent name value for me. Then I don't know anyone else. I feel like I need to pay attention to Joshua James Pagan. I feel like maybe that's a Samson Lewickovic fighter. But other than that, I don't know Jamarco Holloway, who's taking on Angelo Snow in a 6-round welterweight fight. Then they got a featherweight fight with Cameron Pankey versus Masael Reyes in a 6-round featherweight fight. And then obviously you got Joshua James Pagan versus Gabriel Smith in a 6-round junior welterweight fight. In Newcastle, you got the return of Josh Kelly. Man, Josh Kelly was so hyped a few years ago, man. He would get so much publicity, and now it's like you don't even know like when this guy is fighting. He's 13-1. He took that first loss to David Avanesian, who Bud just knocked out his last fight. Biggest win thus far, I want to say, is probably Ray Robinson. I mean, excuse me, not Ray Robinson. That was a draw, and he deserved the loss. But Troy Williamson, maybe. Maybe Carlos Molina from back in the day. That's pretty much it, man. Josh Kelly, he's 29 years old, and he's still a prospect. I mean, he hasn't beat I think it's difficult to call him a contender, and if anything, I'm going to make up my own term. He's like a domestic contender, Even though he had the fight with Ray Robinson, but like anybody that watched it argues that he lost it, So I don't know. Shout out to Josh Kelly. He's fighting Saturday in Newcastle. And I really don't know a lot of these dudes on this Newcastle card. Never heard of these guys, honestly. I don't know Cody Smith or Steve Robbins. I mean, Troy Williamson is back on this card, so go figure. But, for all my UK viewers, don't get upset that I'm glossing over this British card. Just don't know these dudes, you know. At least Kelly has crossed over here, you know, to the States, and we know of him. Like, and I'm buying time here. I'm literally looking because this is like a 12-fight card, and I just don't know these dudes. I just don't know these dudes. And there's no disrespect at all, you know. I got to get more educated. Hopefully, when I tune in to see Josh Taylor, I see one or two extra people. Mexico City on the zone, same day. I wonder whose card is this. It doesn't even have a promoter. It just says Mexico City DAZN. Same day. All right? We're still talking July 15th. Alan Picasso. Is this this ain't even the MVP fight, because that would be the day before anyway, and that's like August. I don't know none of these dudes neither, man. I don't know Alan Picasso. I don't know Rafael Espinoza, Aaron Silva, Gregory Morales, Johnny Cansa. I don't know these dudes, bro. I don't know these dudes. But shout out, man. DAZN, I liked what they're doing in terms of putting on fights from different promoters. Like, here's another one from Australia. No promoter. No promoter. It just says, you know, Fortitude Valley. DAZN, July 15th. Connor Wallace. Never heard of this dude. Dana Coolwell. Never heard of that dude. These are the A-sides, by the way. Bryce McCallan. Never heard of him. Jake Wiley. Never heard of him. Tyler Blizzard. Never heard of him. Ash Timmons. Never heard of him. And Alexander Marvick. Or Marvick. I don't know. Never heard of him. That's on DAZN. That's pretty strange. I never heard of those dudes. At all. But moving to the Frank Martin card, which is the big fight outside of the undisputed fight with Bumgarner and Linardatou, we got Frank Martin taking on Artem Harutyunyan, and that is on Showtime in Las Vegas, and it is a WBC lightweight eliminator. So we'll see the relationship that Earl and the WBC have if Martin wins this fight, how that positions him. Remember, you got Vasil at number 1. Shakur is quote-unquote the mandatory. And now you got Martin in an eliminator, which is weird because he's highly ranked in the WBA. So now he's switching sanctionings, maybe because they know that Tank is not available, and when he comes out, probably won't be available to them. So, they'll be like stagnated. Maybe they're trying to lobby for a vacant title fight if Devin moves up in the WBC, which I don't see happening. Only if Loma rejects the fight with Shakur. Maybe that puts him next up. I don't know. I never heard of Artem at all. He's a 2016 bronze medalist, but I mean, he doesn't have a lot of fights, and he's got like 7 years pro, so I'm not expecting him to do pretty much anything. Frank is just super solid, super duper solid when it comes to what he does in that ring, man. I was watching, one of his fights this morning and all of his fight highlights, and he's just very solid. He's another Earl Spence, really. It's that Derrick James style. He's slowing these guys down, making them be conservative. And by that, I don't mean throw, not a lot of punches, because certainly Frank punches in combination. Sometimes he gets up to 5 punch combinations, It's going to be interesting to see this fight because I'm sure Artem isn't on his level. So, Frank is going to be able to shine in his first main event, or rather, not first main event, because obviously Michelle Rivera was a main event, but this is the first A-side main event, right? In that fight, he was on the B-side. He got the win, moves on to be the A-side, and I think that he's going to let hands go And he's going to shine, man. I mean, he's 17-0 with 12 knockouts. You know, he's pretty much puts everybody down. Those combinations are just a problem for people. I expect Martin to, like I said, shine. Elvis Rodriguez is stepping up again, and he's going to be taking on Victor Postal. Shout out to Elvis Rodriguez, my Dominican brethren. He did suffer a loss at the hands of Kenny Sims. Sims now put himself in position with his last fight, and Sims is also a confirmed guest to our TBV Appreciation Night, July 28th. Get your tickets. Link pinned in the live chat. We got plenty of guests showing up outside of Kenneth Sims. We got about 12 guests already confirmed. But yeah, you know, Elvis Rodriguez taking a huge step up here, but I don't know what to think about this fight because Victor Postal is a Freddie Roach trained fighter, or was a Freddie Roach trained fighter at one point or another. And why that matters is because, you know, so is Rodriguez. They've sparred. So this is a sparring partner. So, you know, this is pretty weird. You know, this is pretty weird, and it's kind of difficult to know where it would go, right? Like sometimes you got the sparring partner's number in the sense that like you've gained confidence and or have picked up on things. So maybe Elvis or Postal can capitalize off of those things. I don't think Postal gets a knockout. So the only one up for a knockout here is Elvis, in my opinion. But can he even get it after being a sparring partner for Postal for so long? Because Postal is the one further along in his career. So Elvis was sparring Postal, not the other way around. So how much confidence did he gain from them sessions? How much does he think he can, take out Postal? Really, we'll see. It's a good fight though for Elvis. Another boxer, long boxer. I mean, I'm gonna just go ahead and Google it. Let's see how old Postal is at this point. I mean, because he was supposed to fight Danny. He fought Crawford. Like, this guy should be 35, 36, 39. Okay, 1984. There you go. Shout out to Postal. He might get old. Let me just go ahead and take the extra second to click his box trick to double check he didn't just been stopped. Oof, he just been stopped. Gary Antoine Russell stopped him, but that was a while ago. That was last year, February. So it's been about a year and some change since that knockout. Before that, he went 12 with Jose Ramirez. I mean, we'll see what Elvis does. Elvis took a step back with that loss, and that Adorno fight could have looked better. Could have looked better for sure for Elvis. I mean, he still got some things to prove, you know what I mean? And he suffered a loss already early in his career. This isn't really a gimme. He should win. Postal is 39, but he's great. He's a good boxer, and he's great with distance. So we'll see how Elvis handles this. Another good fight, though, and certainly another decent fight, for that Saturday. Now, this one is the one you need to tune in right here. This is the battle of not only, I think they're both undefeated, but this is also the battle of the knockout punches, right? Let me just pull this up for you. And I've told you guys about this guy once or twice. And, now it's his time. His name is Freudis Rojas. He is Cuban and I believe Puerto Rican. And he is from Las Vegas but lives in Houston, trains with K. And I ain't even going to say his last name. Y'all know what K I'm talking about because I'll be fucking up his name. And I think this kid is the goods. He's been having a phenomenal year in the sense that Before I met him, he was not with the promoter. Now he's with Samson Lewickovic. Before I met him, I thought he was with James Prince, but I guess not. Or maybe he is, and he's just signed to Samson as a promoter, and James is his manager. I got to ask Danny, but, this kid is the goods. Remember I told you, you're going to get to see him for the first time in your life Saturday. I'm not going to say anything else, as I do plan on betting on this fight. But Diego Sanchez is a puncher himself. 19 wins, 16 of those coming by knockout. He has suffered one knockout to Luis Hernandez Ramos. And, he lost a 6-round decision to Jesus Angulo. Other than that, he's got a, decent, record. And he just picked up a win in Mexico, where he's from. So it's not like he went back to Mexico, right? And, now he's in there with Freude. So we'll see, man, what happens. In the press conference, obviously, Rojas said this fight won't go past 8. So he is 10-0 with 10 knockouts, but this is also his first fight on TV. So we'll see, man. We'll see what happens and how it happens. So that's another decent fight that you probably were not going to tune into because you never seen those names, but you definitely don't want to miss it. Once again, he's with Samson, he's with James Prince, and he's with K. Just sounds like an A-side team to me that you need to be paying attention to. Then we got Justin Cardona, not Joe Cordina. Justin Cardona taking on Angel Barrera in an 8-round junior welterweight fight. Never heard of him. Anthony Cuba versus Angel Relabar. Never heard of him. Then you got Quentin Randall versus Willie Jones in an 8-round welterweight fight. I do know Quentin. That's my man's in them from Houston. Shout out to Quentin with the quick turnaround. Just got the win June 17th, I think. So this is like a big thing for him. He's on TV now. He was fighting locally in Houston, building himself up. So shout out to Quentin Randall. I'm locked in. Hopefully, we get to see you put on a show. Then you got Alex Holly versus Michael De La Cruz in a 4-round welterweight fight. Never heard of him. Never heard of him. So that's what we got going on this weekend in terms of fights. I made my, predictions. My betting advice will come tomorrow. Or actually, it's today, so I can't forget that. So I'm about to wrap this up because I know we ain't going to get callers. These shows are for the hardcores. This is not for, like, the casuals or the dudes looking for the Wilders and the Canelos and the title. This is, like, this weekend's real fight. So I'm not expecting a lot of callers. So we'll be getting that betting show in because there's a lot of sleepers this weekend, man. Believe me. And we might slide in another show. Let me see, did I get my thumbnail? Because my boy Oscar De La Hoya broke some news to me, and I would like to share it with y'all. All right. I haven't seen the thumbnail, though, so that might be a little bit later. Double checking. Yep. Got to wait on that. But we do have Discord open if you want to call in and give your preview or your prediction for any of the fights this weekend. Lot of fights happening. And if not, we'll be back with another one a little bit later and with your weekly betting show, letting you know who we're picking this week and where you should lay that moolah. I don't know, man. I haven't heard from Bill in a bit. Look, there's a lot going on right now. Last time I spoke to him was like last week. I say a bit because every day is Friday, but We know we spoke like last week when he gave me the confirmation he was coming to the appreciation night. So remember, I said I wanted to get a secondary confirmation from him, though. I haven't gotten that. But we got Ronnie in Phoenix. What up?
Good morning, Nick. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing well. And yourself?
Pretty good, man. Just waiting on this betting show, bro. I've been a champ for like a month now, man. I haven't really, with the vacations and all that shit, I haven't been catching nothing, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, man, my bad. I got you.
Oh, you're good. I went on vacation too, remember? So it's both of us, bro. It ain't just you. But, yeah, I bet on Theo, bro. So the 1 week I did tune in, you guys were going, everybody placing their bets on Taylor. You guys had your parlay set for him for like weeks or back or something like that, or a month back. And, I just had to change of heart last minute, man. I remember calling in, telling you guys I'm going to go for Taylor. I'm going to bet on Taylor. Just last minute, I had to change of heart and I bet on Theo. And won a little money on that. And then that Ali chick, I bet against her too, bro.
Ramala?
And that was like a plus 650.
Damn, that's
Yeah.
fire, because she got knocked out.
Yeah. I bet on that. Well, I just bet the overall, though. You said I just bet the win. But it was still plus 650 for the win, just however the win came. And yeah, just last minute, right before that too, I looked at my wife when they were talking about them. They were talking about how she was real good back in the day, and then she got injured, but she had been coming back off her injury and looking, you know, saying she was trying to come back. And I'm like, man, you know what? That's how I was feeling. And I placed that little bet. It wasn't much. I put like a $10 bet on it. I think it was like a $6 payout or something like that. But yeah, man, looking forward to that show later on. And then next weekend, brother, I'll see you guys next weekend, man. I can't wait. I'm excited.
For sure, champ. Me neither, man. I'm ready.
Oh, yeah. You guys enjoy your day, brother. I just wanted to check in real quick. Tune in what you guys say. You guys doing, show some love, man. You guys have a good one. Thank you guys for what you guys are doing, brother.
All right. Thank you. Yo, it's crazy. I hope you guys that rocked out with me got this bet. Remember, I placed that bet back in May. We just waiting for Jake Paul to win, remember? You know what I'm saying? So we already got Terry Harper by decision, and we got Catterall by decision. We just need Jake to win to get that big $137 payout, man. So I hope y'all, because he reminded me of that, and I went to check my betting site to make sure I still got that shit. He like, yo, y'all had that long play, and we sure enough had a long play on Taylor because of fucking Danny. Remember, man, I said, Tio, this motherfucker done convinced me Taylor and ruined my parlay. That I had so many wins. That was a big parlay, man. Fats, what up?
Yo, TBV, what up? What up?
Chilling.
Yeah. I might turn in that Bumgarner fight. I might download the zone just for her. Man, she bad as a bitch. For real, I like seeing her little fine ass. I ain't gonna care. I'ma download the zone just to watch that shit. She got all the belts too. The rings and things you sing about, bring them out. But yeah, though, Frank, I'm gonna tune into the Frank fight too. I started liking Frank on the Michelle Rivera fight. He kind of showed me some shit. He can fight in the inside. Got some good combinations for real. You still gotta work on that weak ass, that amateur looking jab. But other than that, though, I like Frank. I want to see him get a title shot soon too. So I'm hoping for a pretty exciting fight for real. I can't complain. I'm gonna keep on tuning in and appreciate the call.
All right. Yo, it's crazy. All them fights is on the betting line, and I don't know them dudes. I don't know none of these dudes, man. None of them names I've read off earlier do I know, but somehow these fuckers made it to the betting line. Even Sandor Martin out here fighting, and he's too big of a favorite. Yo, it's so many bets. That's crazy. I never seen it this many bets. Wow. All these guys, all these international fights got play. I'm shocked, man. Never heard of these dudes. Wow. Josh Kelly, a favorite over nobody. Damn shame. It's good money right there on my boy. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to do something with this. This week, we should be good, hopefully. Make some money on these bets. But I got JB. What up, James? You gotta unmute, James.
Yo, Ness, you hear me?
Straight.
Hello?
Yep.
All right. Yo, Ness, man. Hey, man. Yo, Frank, man. Frank gonna do his thing this weekend, man. I got Frank by knockout, man. Just gonna go ahead and keep it simple and sweet. I'm just ready to see what's next in the division for that. I really wish Frank was in the IBF, man, because his next matchup probably for the title after Devin vacates would be Cambosos, which would be another easy win. But either way it goes, man, I'm looking forward to seeing him take that fight with Shakur probably next year if they're willing to negotiate and make that happen, which I think that's realistic. Quick question, what's Keyshawn's play, man, at 135, man? Because I know it seems like they're trying to line all them young boys up for titles.
He going for the WBO.
Going for the WBO. So yeah,
once that's vacant, he get a shot at the WBO. In my opinion, let me see the rankings though. But I'm pretty sure because he ranked the highest out of Top Rank. Out of the 35 pounders that that we be talking about. Let me see though. For WBO will be Shakur, and they ain't gonna fight each other. Shakur already lined up with the BC. He contacted the BC, so that means you got Loma. If he decides not to fight Shakur, then Loma could end up fighting for that WBO. Not versus. Wow, they took Keyshawn out. Where the fuck is Keyshawn? Oh, okay, he moved up. He on 8 now. But it won't be versus Keyshawn. Keyshawn, too, he on number 8. Like Isaac there, Angel Fierro there, Dennis Baranchik is there. It's a lot of names there before Frank Martin and Keyshawn. Frank would have to get a really impressive win, and the WBO got to respect that a lot to rank him above Angel Fierro, who I believe he was coming off a decent win too, but he went to decision.
Man, WBO is all about Top Rank, man. And Isaac Cruz, man, any ranking he ain't fighting none of these niggas, man. He's only looking for Tank, man. I hope Giovanni beats fucking Isaac, man, because he's all hyped to me still, man. So I can't wait for that fight to happen, man, so he can just go ahead and look how we really think he is, man. And other than that, man, I got a big weekend. I'm 2 days out from my big event. And I'm waiting for you to go ahead and just finally get married, man, and do your thing.
For sure, man.
Mm-hmm. Other than that, man, stay blessed as always, man. I stay tap in, man, and I'll check that show in so I can make some money to get some of this money back in my pocket, man. I'll holler at you.
Yo, what you think about Bumgarner, man?
Man, that's 50-50, man. She might fuck around and lose, man. My personal opinion, man.
Whoa.
I think this is a dangerous fight, man, for her. That's just my personal opinion. She might fuck around and lose, man. But, I'm going to have to watch some more footage and everything, some free time and everything. She might lose. I think the biggest disappointment this weekend, we ain't getting Hitches in Love, man. But I just can't wait until that's officially rescheduled, man. And that's my call.
That was supposed to be this weekend?
Yeah, that was supposed to be this weekend.
Oh,
that was going to be the big fight of this weekend.
I didn't even realize that got pulled. What happened?
I think Love had an injury or some shit like that, man.
Man,
that's
this
why they
dude
had to
out
get
here dropping videos, doing drive-bys. He got actors of Richardson Hitchens dropping milk on their shirt, and he ain't ready. This shit
Bingo,
crazy,
exactly, man.
This shit crazy. Yeah. I was really excited for that fight. Yo, I completely forgot that was supposed to be on this card.
Yeah, man, that was shit, man. That was the biggest disappointment, man. All the big fights we were supposed to have the Stanionis Virgil, then the Love Hitchens. This is gonna be a great month for boxing. Now, all we gotta look forward to is the big fight in 14 days, man.
That's crazy, man. I'm just shocked. Wow.
It is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. Hopefully, and your boy Dev, man. Hopefully, get his shit together, man, and learn from his mistake, man. And that's it, bro.
All right, champ.
All right, peace.
Yeah, there's a lot of fights this weekend. Damn. I wish I knew some of them international players. What up, Adrian?
Hey, what's going on now? Can you hear me?
Chilling.
Shit, man. I mean, there's a lot of fights going on this weekend. So what you think about the zone covering these other people's cards? Do you think that's starting to make that? Because I pay monthly, man. So they starting to whack me with that 25.
I like it, man. I like it because they giving other promoters an opportunity. They gave Lou 2 dates. They gave 4 dates to MVP Promotions. We got these nondescript international fights. Like, every now and then you might see a name So I'd rather watch them than not watch them. You feel me? That's just me, though.
Yeah, I got a fighter fighting on the zone August 18th in Atlanta.
Nice.
Coming up.
Oh, we interviewed the CEO, the OTT fights. Okay, in the bubble in Atlanta. That's dope. You flying out for that?
Yeah. Yeah, probably. I got to get off.
Probably. How you got a fighter?
Coach.
Hold up. How you gonna send your fighter into battle without you? What's going on, man?
Well, listen. So I absorbed another bigger gym. So the dude who does the promotions, who was gonna do that Adrian Granados fight, he's now old school boxing. So I absorbed that gym into my gym because I needed more coaches. Plus, it was a good fit. So now I'm training that guy as well. So yeah, I'll probably be out there. So I'm gonna I just gotta switch some things around in my schedule because I have time to. But you know how it is when you got legally binding contracts with other businesses. You just gotta make sure you cross your T's and dot your I's. But I'll probably most definitely be in Atlanta in the corner for that.
Sure.
They already got a seat for me on the plane, so I just gotta move some stuff around. But
nice.
I'm excited by the zone doing this stuff. Giving these guys a lot of shine, giving other promoters opportunities and giving us a chance to see fighters that we wouldn't see. I mean, I feel like that makes it worth my $25 now because I got more boxing to consume on different levels. But I mean, I get that as a hardcore, I like that. I don't know about the average boxing fan gonna, enjoy fights like that, but I know I will. And two, I mean, it gives me an opportunity to travel. So obviously, I'm a little selfish on it because, it's an advantage, as far as being a trainer and getting your people out there on a bigger platform. So, but I'm excited for all the fights this weekend, man. I mean, it's kind of disappointing that the fights we were looking forward to didn't really go forward the way we wanted them to, especially that Virgil shit. That I got no words for that. When you got problems making weight, you a professional, and I know what that rhabdomyolysis is. I know what that is because I actually had that at one point. So I know that can be dangerous, but it's like, damn, man. When I had that shit, I was just working way too hard and not really completely taking care of myself to get that. So to me, that's not. Maybe I don't know. Everybody's different, but to me, that's not something that's like genetic or hereditary. You get that from not taking care of yourself and overstressing your body and working too hard. So to me, that's just not being prepared to lose the weight or whatever it is on his end. Ain't he the dude who had the T, or is that Oscar Valdez?
What you mean the tears?
The T. Like,
yeah. He got busted for the T.
So to me, that just says a lot. Like, you got busted for the T. And he don't realize, too, like, some of them supplements can do that. Because I remember I was taking some supplement from GNC that I had never tried before, and that's when I got that rhabdo shit. And my doctor went through and kind of looked at some of the ingredients in it and was like, dude, I don't know, man. You should probably stop taking this because this shit could kill you. So, yeah, I don't know. But man, that's all I got. Listen, I'm looking forward to coming out in a couple weeks, having a good time, playing some good music, and then watching some great fights. But man, you have a good day. Stay blessed, Ness.
You know it. I ain't. I'm just doing my preparations. You feel me? Getting ready. I already got a plus 287. Like, I don't even need to do any more work. I could do a show off this one motherfucking parlay. Like, that's insane plus money right there. For some decent fights. Decent fights. Easy, too.
Yo, what's good, Ness?
What up?
How do I get access to the betting show?
You got to be a member on the $15 level. That's the champ level.
Okay, so that's on Patreon or is that
YouTube members or Patreon. Patreon, what happens is after I'm done doing it live, I upload it to Patreon, and then you got the MP3 to, download, so you don't got to worry about ads and you ain't got to worry about internet.
Okay. All right.
So either way, you be good.
Okay. And I was looking for a line for that Rojas dude. I don't see one.
Word. Let me check. Let me check if I got one. Cause that's definitely somebody I want to bet on. But you're right. I haven't seen it. That's crazy. With all these goddamn international fights, they ain't put him on.
Yeah, it's crazy. They got it's like fights from if you go on Bovada.
Let me see. No, Bovada lit.
3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, Bovada lit. But let me see if my bookie slid him on because they've been getting better too.
Yeah, Bovada got a fight starting at 1 o'clock. I'm guessing that's in Australia.
Probably. They got so many international fights. It's crazy they getting all this airtime, brother. Even my bookie doing it. So, nope, that's crazy. Yo, I mean, look, Freddie just got signed to Samson. I guess he ain't make a name big enough because they got Quentin Randall on there, but they ain't got Freddie. That's crazy.
Yeah,
bro.
I think he leading off the show too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he is the opener. I watched the press conference. He's definitely the opener. He's excited. He feels like everybody tunes in for the first fight. This is crazy. He's not on there, man. That's whack.
Yeah, sometimes they add people late, but yeah, I didn't know he was that tall either for a southpaw. He a tall southpaw.
Nah, he tall, bro. And let me tell you, since he ain't on the betting line, I'm gonna tell you, man, I seen that boy do things to a world-class champion at 60. World-class champion. I mean, do things that were amazing to me. I was shocked. I immediately went to him. He didn't even take his headgear off you. I'm like, bro, who are you? What's your name? Where the fuck do you come from? For real. I was asking him everything under the sun.
Yeah, you know Samson gonna always find talent. So.
Yeah, I mean, K been working with that kid from the amateurs, so I'm gonna go ahead and get a credit to K. You feel me?
Yeah.
But I'm gonna give the credit to Samson for taking the chance on him. But shit, nah, I can't wait to see because again, I only got to see sparring, and not one time, multiple times, but I only seen him spar. Never seen him fight. Never seen him fight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and what you think about that? That Willie Jones and
Tune into the betting show, but I'm picking Quentin Randall.
I got you.
For
sure.
Definitely picking Randall. It's my boy from Houston.
For sure. All right, I'm gonna get with you.
All right.
All right.
Man, I ain't hear not one person call in talking about Andy Cruz. It's crazy. I guess y'all gonna wait to jump on the bandwagon, huh? No Cruz love. yet they be trolling the shit out of Keyshawn about this dude on Twitter. I thought he had a fan base the way they troll Keyshawn. But I guess not. Indiana, what up? Khaled, what's going on?
What's good, bro?
Chilling.
Hey, bro, I ain't really got no betting questions. I just want to get a thought on like a business move with like the Frank Martin. I understand him being the A side and getting his own card and all that, but man, why you think they ain't put him on the card with like Terrence Martin? Man, I feel like that'd have been a way better move. He probably making less money for sure, but you know that's the biggest fight of the year, and then that's just gonna up the name and just kind of like do that. Why you think they went this route versus putting him on the pay-per-view card?
You want Martin on the pay-per-view card or Earl, you talking about?
Yeah.
I mean, you know why? Because they giving him his own main event. You want to be an undercard fighter or you want to be a headliner?
Yeah, I see. Yeah. I know you want to be a main event fighter and all that, but I mean, he's like Frank's still growing his name. I mean, he's still a prospect. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like that'd have been a great way to grow his name. You know what I'm saying? I felt like that, you know, because he got the eyes, and you could have gave him like the same fight. He probably would have did the same work, and then you know, but he's in front of like millions of eyes, and then you could put him on the main card later after you got all these eyes on you. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I feel you. Maybe I'm off. You know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to hear your thoughts on it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always for being on the biggest pay-per-view, even if it don't do big numbers in terms of pay-per-view buys. We all know those pay-per-view. Like, look at us. We gonna have like 120 people at our fight party. So that's, you know, they lost on 119 pay-per-views theoretically. So the numbers are not an indication of the eyeballs. And the big fight always gets people to gather and watch it. So, yes, Frank Martin could have certainly benefited from being on the undercard, but he also benefits by showing his handlers, his promoter, his network, what he can do as a main event fighter, because then he sets himself on the path to start becoming, you know, the A-side fighter. You know, I'm just arguing with my betting group here. Let's see what we got. Discord looks like we got Alex Vega. Vega. All right. I don't hear you, Vega. Maybe you got to hang up and come back in. And if you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. It's going to help with the visibility of the show. All right. Looks like I got Treese in Ohio. What up?
Yo.
What up?
What up, though? Shit. Chilling. Shit, I'm a little sorry I missed that topic last night. I'm like, damn, that's my shit right there. We got Devin Haney and Jared on one topic. Oh shit. Like I thought I missed the boat on that. But shit, but on this shit with the Frank Martin, I feel like he gonna do what he's supposed to do. I mean, he gonna show out, put on a good performance. Hopefully do some boots in his light things, you feel me? And have a good performance, you feel me? That's what he needs. I ain't gonna lie though, I'm with Buddy though. I I don't think it would have hurt him to be on the undercard of that Earl Spence in the Bud though, and it wouldn't have hurt. You feel me, with visibility. You feel me? That would have been. I feel like that ain't no bigger fight than that. That's the biggest fight of the year. You feel me? What the fuck? Like, why not get on the undercard of that? That's just me though. But hey, and I got a question. How you with this with Frank Martin fighting this weekend and with Earl, you know, and I seen on the Pro Box shit, I seen that Bomac and them had quite a bit of fighters. You feel me? Is it like, I feel like it's imperative? Do you think it's like imperative? You feel me, that he do well? Like, is that a sign of how things have been going in camps? If Frank Martin don't look so well, or is that just?
I mean, fuck, man. You know, one thing ain't got to do with the other, but I could see where you get that.
Yeah, you feel me? That's just something I think about. Like, it's like the energy of a gym. You feel me? I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'm thinking about like where after Earl fight, I'm gonna be looking at, like, if Earl don't, like, considering how Earl look type shit. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be looking at AJ and his fight. I'm looking at Anthony Joshua. Like, what the fuck he gonna look like? Because they got quite a bit of fighters. Like, you see me on rolling out here. Like, it's like a rollout at Derrick James Kent type shit. I'm trying to see how everybody, like, that's just it's just something to think about. I feel like Frank Martin is the kickstarter to all that shit. You feel me? But damn, I'm sorry Denny ain't on the. Where Denny at? I know he's gonna be at the fighting shit.
He's en route. He's en route. That's why he can't be on the show. He's on driving to Detroit or whatever.
Okay. I'm driving up there tomorrow and shit. I'm gonna see, man. I'm gonna check him out. Fuck around Lincoln, smoke one or something. But yeah. You know what the fuck going on? Hold on. We right back ain't cheating with this Jared Anderson shit. You know what the fuck going on? August 26th, man. Tulsa, Oklahoma, man. Come check us out, man. The real big baby, man. Future heavyweight champion of the world, man. Y'all be cool, man. Shout out TBV.
All right. All right. Well, thank you for calling in. See what I got. Vega, what up? You back? Vega, what up? Vegas stay with issues on Skype, bro. What's up with you? I mean, on Discord. What's up? Fams. Get your life together. Twitter Spaces, you got to go ahead and request. Let me check my super chats here, what we got. James Benitez says Frank going to be 18-0 with 13 KOs after Saturday. Shout out. We got High and Low Sports Central with a $2 super chat says, the boxing voice is more. Appreciate you. Shiny Suit Cinema upgraded their membership to the champ level. Well, join us on the betting show. And we're going to do that. So the equivalent usually was what? We did it at 10:45 over here. It's 3 hours. That means 1:45. That's probably not going to happen. So I'm probably going to do this in the next half hour to an hour. So make sure your notifications are on so you get notified when we go live for the betting show, because we getting that done in just a bit. Peace. Shout out to all the fake fans out there that didn't call in to give their predictions because you really don't know boxing. You only know names. He said it ain't me, it's next. Do it again. Do it again, you liar. I'm right here waiting on you, Vega. Look, let me test my mic. Check. That sound like it worked. Where you at, Vega? Give him a few seconds to connect. All right, we got Zorro de la Vega now on Twitter. Yo.
Hello, can you hear me?
We hear you now, and we hear you with static talking about it ain't true.
Oh, look at that!
You
Now
sound
your
like
Discord audio was off.
you sound like
now I was on my
Optimus
desktop.
Prime right now.
Go to me on Discord then, man, because I want to be on my mic, please. Because now your audio is back. I can see you lighting up.
I mean, I hear you. Go ahead.
All right, fuck it. Hey, so you were talking about that.
I sent the invite. I mean, you got to accept it. Hello?
All right. Hello?
Yeah, you sound back to normal.
Oh, what the hell? Hold on 1 second. I had the YouTube playing too. All right, so you were talking about that card in Mexico. That's a Zamfir Golden Boy card. I don't know who that dude is in the main event, but I recognize that one dude, Aaron Silva. He beat a couple undefeated prospects, and he beat Alexis Espino on the B-Vol Canelo card. He's like a 160, 168 pounder. He's been kind of fighting in between. So that's one dude you could keep an eye on now. And that Jermaine Franklin opponent, I don't know if you looked into him, Isaac Munoz. He was like he went pro at middleweight, right? Took a couple years off, fought in the World Series of Boxing. Yo, so he was 2011 160. Now he's 250 pounds. He said he got like 250 amateur fights. So if you want to take that into account or anything, but I would pick. I'm picking Franklin. I think Franklin's just too sharp. I mean, he just fought Dillian White in a competitive fight, and got AJ too. And Freddie is Cuban Mexican, not Cuban Puerto Rican. They're promoting him as Mexican, but I seen on his shorts that he's got the Cuban flag. But I you put me on. Once you mentioned him, I started looking at him, and yeah, man, 6'2" welterweight. And I was watching some interviews, and he was talking about how he just sparred Crawford and Ennis not too long ago. So I mean, the dude's getting top-notch sparring.
Bro, he sparred everybody in Vegas, man. Throwing Brian Mendoza, Carlos Adames, man, you name it, he done it, bro.
So he's training with Salas, or he just be sparring at that gym a lot?
He sparred at Salas, and he spars at Top Rank. And okay. DLX, man, that kid all over because of K. K is in everybody's gym because, when you got big stables, y'all exchange sparring. Y'all set up sparring. So that kid spars with everybody, man. I'm telling y'all. That kid is the real, like, he got signed and I immediately called him. We had interviewed him in studio before he got signed when we were still in studio, right? So like, I've been high on that kid. I seen what he did. I was like, damn, the fuck?
Like, probably this is a big opportunity because Samson, didn't he just sign a broadcast deal with ProBox? They got a card coming up on a Saturday.
Yeah, but that's in Uruguay.
Next Saturday.
That's in Uruguay. He not flying nobody from over here over there. He doing
right. But I mean, still, it could grow into something to where maybe he's gonna get some U.S. dates. You don't think, or he's just gonna stay over there and like in his home country?
I don't know, but shout out to just him bringing fights to Uruguay.
No, and like you mentioned with the zone, they got the MVP, the overtime, and then ProBox, they got the Samsons. They got these different shows in Mexico. They got a show coming up the 26th. Coach Mitty has a fighter that he manages his fight on there. I think he's in the co-main event, Muhammad. So man, those are definitely two apps that are giving us boxing content. So it's like you said, man, if it ain't a big name, these people don't really tune in, but the content's out there, man. The availability is there. ProBox is only like $3 a month, $20 a year. So, I tuned in Wednesday, seeing Najee Lopez, future 168 champion, if you ask me. He does happen to be a bit Puerto Rican in the bloodline. So shout out to him.
Why are you repeating like the same words Edgar Berlanga said? Do you follow him on Instagram or something?
What are you talking about?
Do you follow Edgar on Instagram?
I do not. I am not an Edgar Berlanga fan.
Wow, you a fake Puerto Rican.
Hey, call it what you want, man. But listen, I try to rock with some of them, but some dudes like, have you not seen Edgar Berlanga's last four or five fights? I'll say 4, because the first time he ain't knocked dude out, Damon Nicholson, he did drop him 4 or 5 times, and he had that place lit up. But Yeah, no, I
Well, I
mean, just
just
because
say
he's Puerto
that.
Rican don't mean I have to rock with him.
I just
But
say that because Edgar posted the same thing. He was at the fight and walked him out and posted it like, "Oh, Najee Lopez, future lightweight Puerto Rican champ, like heavyweight."
I mean, yeah, and some people think he made that dude quit. Like that dude didn't want to be in there, Booker. But I mean, yo, if you look at the
Bro,
replay, he hit that dude
bro,
solid right above the ear, man. Dude got good power. He
let
was
me
like
tell you.
when he had came pro, he was like a cruiserweight, heavyweight, and he's made himself down close to 168, where he's gonna campaign.
Yeah,
So
yeah, and that's when he moved to, because he moved to Florida. He's from Atlanta. He moved to Florida, to Plant City. He was training in pro box. He'd been training there. That's how he lost all that weight during COVID. You know, he did recovery from an injury, but he never stopped training. So he was able to cut a whole weight class out. It's crazy because I wanted to do a spontaneous betting show after my Thursday show because of that Thursday fight. And I swore Christopher Booker was going the distance. In my head, he was going the distance. I can't believe Najee knocked him out in the first fucking round. Like, Booker's durable. Like, the minute I seen that was his opponent, and the fact that Najee went 6, you know, he was in the 6th round and went 6 his last fight, I'm like, oh yeah, solid. Certainly going 10 with this motherfucker. And wow, he blew him out.
Hey man, that's why keep an eye on him, man. And I also wanted to get to, you know, you're talking about Quentin Randall. That dude, Willie Jones, you know, he's got 2 losses, but one of them is a split decision to Luke Santamaria. And he fought on Matias Ponce. Yo, if you got to check out that knockout, there's a short on YouTube if you want, I can send it to you. Brought this left hook out of nowhere, knocked dude out first round. So he's dangerous.
You
but,
picking
you know,
him?
of course,
You
you know, I
picking
think
him?
Randall's like a
You
long time
picking him?
amateur, right?
You picking him?
No, I'm just saying, you know.
Is you picking him? Is you picking him?
It just, you know, adds a little drama to it, right? That's what we like.
No, for sure. Are you at least picking him on your fantasy basketball? I mean, boxing?
Oh, the Pick'em League that you never sponsor, the one that you never really take a look at, ask for, help me get more money. You know, you always say share your shit, but you don't share my shit. Yeah. So no, I'm picking Randall on my Pick'em sheet. I say the big upset I have, and I don't know if it's bias. I don't know if it's because whatever it is, maybe I'm a little sour from, you know, how things have been going in this quote unquote rivalry between Puerto Ricans and Dominicans. But I got Victor Postal over Elvis Rodriguez. Just when I watch Elvis, I'm just not a fan. I think he's solid. I think he could punch a little bit, but I don't know if he's a huge puncher. He's a decent boxer.
Holy shit, my man said, yo, why that shit registered so late, y'all? You got Victor Postal over Elvis.
Yeah, man, I'm unimpressed with Elvis, and I think Postal. I know he's getting some time off, but go ahead.
Let me ask you this though:
Did
you think Adorno deserved the win or something?
No, I did not think he deserved to win, but I agreed to it being a close decision. I felt that there was a knockdown that should have been called for Adorno, and I think they missed one when Adorno dropped Elvis. But yeah, I mean, we just saw what De Los Santos did with with Adorno, and you know, Posto's can do the same thing that Adorno can, but Postal has been on that top level, and I think he can muster one one last performance to get him back to where he wants
over your sparring partner.
To get in.
You do understand that they spawn partners, and Postal's 39.
39 years old, coming off of once again another long layoff. But we saw in that Gary Antoine Russell fight, you know, he had a little trouble with the speed. But you know, well, at first he was countering him nice with the right hand.
Spawn partner, champ.
Sparring partner, that's fine, but like you said, who was the sparring partner? Elvis was in there just to give Postal a look, right? That means that you don't know how those how they went, right? You don't know if he was just doing situational, so he might never seen the full arsenal of Victor Postal.
But champ,
hey, listen, Postal's at the end of his career. He's got a lot of stuff going on with, you know, Ukraine and trying to fight for his country, blah blah blah. He knows this is his last chance. After this, there's no more. This is it. So why can't he do it? I think it's a righty versus lefty. Postal is really good at fighting at a distance. And I want to see how Elvis Rodriguez does with it. And I'm going to pick. I'm putting $10 on my pick'em sheet. You can go ahead, get in our Discord. I share the link every day. Get at Ness. He can get you at me, Instagram, whatever you want. And if you think I'm wrong, prove me wrong. Put your $10 in, and when I win the pot, I'm gonna say thank you. Or if you win, by maybe a bullshit ass stoppage like Gary Antoine got against Postal, even though he's gonna win. But we have point system. Then that's what it is. But I mean, if you're not in my pick'em league, I don't want to hit shit. How about that?
Listen, champ. It's fuck. Nothing against the Pick'em League. I mean, I just gotta endorse my Pick'em League. You feel me? So you should have got with me. Plus, I got a betting show. It's kind of like the opposite or the same, and it's like, counterproductive. We got somebody in North Carolina here. Let me see. We just had a new caller from North Carolina. I bet you that's him, but I ain't memorized it yet. But it came in this week. Let me see. Oh, damn, that's Borough City E. Right? Yeah, that's Borough City E, new number. What's up, Borough City E?
Yo, what's good with you?
What up?
Yeah. Shit, man. I'm coming in late as hell. I was coming through a bad area. I was trying to see how I get on your betting stuff.
Yeah, you just got to become a YouTube member, champ, or a Patreon at the $15 level. And
I'll become a YouTube member.
How?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to come on the YouTube channel and just look for the join membership button. It's if you're watching the YouTube channel right now, the live show, there's a join button right there. I'll screen share, and it's like right here. You just click that, and then you go down to champ, and you get those members only live streams, which we about to do as soon as this is over. And we're going to get that.
So I click join, then I click on that members only live stream.
Well, you click join, then you click on the champ level. $15 champ level gets you in.
Oh, all right. I got you. All right, I'm in there, bro. I started checking on that. But, yeah, that's all I was coming in for, bro. Go ahead, keep cooking.
Appreciate you, champ. All right, that looks like we done got to everybody. Catch me in about half an hour with the betting show. I'm conversing with my little team, but we having a dispute. See, I got a group, you know what I mean? And if you good, Alex, I just threw you in there, Alex, actually. So, let me just put a welcome Alex message so you know. But just because you good doesn't mean I just agree. You feel me? So we right now having a dispute about a particular pick and the fashion in which it's going to happen. I don't just roll with the norm, is what I like to say. But you feel me? See, like right now they just said certain person money line, and I'm literally typing like, nah, points. Come on, you tripping. But yo, I'm out. Nets GTO, Instagram, and Twitter. Catch me in half an hour. Maybe that's going to be like 10:45 Eastern time for the betting show right here. YouTube members only. YouTube members or Patreon.com/The Boxing Voice. Peace.